Hi. YouTube promotions, are they worth it for small creators? Generally, no, it's not. Small or new creators, I think, should stay away from YouTube promotions. And there's a couple of cases where they're a good idea, but for the most part, it's not a good idea, and I'm going to explain why. But first, what are YouTube promotions? So if you don't know, it's a way that you can pay YouTube to push out your videos more, okay? Now, the way you do that is in your YouTube studio, click on the content section where it lists all your videos. And then at the top, over on the right, there's going to be a section called YouTube Promotions. Click that, and you'll be taken to a page where you can select which video you want to promote of yours, and you can throw some money at it. You can decide how much you want to spend and how long you want that campaign to go on for, and yeah, launch the campaign and YouTube will start promoting that video. So what prompted me to want to make this video is lately I've been getting some comments in my other videos where people are saying that they used YouTube promotions and it was fantastic because they quickly got 500, 700 new subscribers in just a matter of weeks, okay? So I did some research and I wanted to make sure I knew what I was talking about here because I suspected that's not a good way to gain your subscribers. And what I found is that number one main reason you should not do this is if you're new and a small creator and not monetized yet, it's because the watch hours you gain from promoted videos, they don't count. They're not eligible. They don't count towards the 4,000 you need to get monetized. Okay, so that's a big one. So if you don't know that, you should before you embark on doing this. The other thing is subscribers that you get from promoted videos also don't count towards the 1,000 subscribers you need to get monetized. Now, there are some cases where they do count, subscribers and watch hours, and that would be if somebody who was promoted to your video watched it and then clicked to watch another one of your videos. If that's the case, then that other video, those watch hours would count. All right, and I suppose if they subscribed after watching that other video, perhaps that would count. I'm not 100% sure on that. I'll try to figure that out. But if you know, let me know in the comments below. But the watch hours alone is enough reason for me to not recommend new creators or small creators do this. So there is another reason why it's not a good idea, and I've talked about this before, and that is if you're promoting your video, whether paid or not, okay? So this could be through YouTube promotions or Google AdSense or Facebook ads or Instagram, whatever. If you promote your video through any of those ways, or even non-paid ways, like just announcing it on your Facebook account, for instance, or Instagram account, those people will go to your channel, especially if they're friends and family. They might be curious, right, as to what you're up to, and they want to check out your channel. YouTube did not actively find those viewers, all right? YouTube will know where they came from. They know that, but they didn't find them. They, through their own ways of trying to figure out who your audience is, who you're trying to reach, what your videos are about, what you're about, right? YouTube tries to figure all this stuff out, and the better they get at that, the faster your channel will grow. And the way YouTube gets good at this is by basically, as you get subscribers, YouTube will try to find other people like the people who are subscribing to you. All right, every time you post a new video, YouTube will test that on your existing subscribers. If the numbers come back good, good click-through rate, good view duration, all this stuff, people are watching these videos, your subscribers, if those are all positive, coming back to YouTube, then YouTube will push your video out to more people like them, all right? And YouTube will have learned who likes your videos, right? Who you're trying to reach. That's why it's important to try to stay within a niche too, because as soon as you venture outside your niche, that kind of trips up YouTube a little bit, and they will start to not know who your audience is supposed to be. But if you're sending people to your YouTube videos through paid ads or not paid ads, then you're taking that ability away from YouTube. They don't learn anything from these people who are showing up. And these new people, paid or otherwise, in most cases, they're not going to watch your videos for near as long as a true fan would. Somebody who actively subscribed to you, actively clicked to watch your video. And so these promoted viewers, they're going to drag your stats down. They're going to drag your click-through rate down, your average watch time down. And because of that, if YouTube sees that, well, they will see that when you put out a new video. If it doesn't get the stats that you had been getting, YouTube's not going to push that video out anymore, and it's not going to. Your video will just die. So that's what happens if you use something like YouTube Promote. When that's done, it's going to become even harder to find new people. YouTube will not have learned anything from those viewers. All right, so I've said enough about that. There are a couple ways or a couple scenarios where it would be useful to use YouTube promotions. The first one would be branding. If your videos are for a niche that is so specific, so specialized, like I can't even think of an example. Let's say the videos you make are for a very small group of people, a really niched down niche, so to speak, that people aren't often, if ever, searching for on YouTube or don't know how to search for, right? So if you think people are not just not going to be able to find you organically, then you can use YouTube promotions to try to bring awareness, all right, brand awareness to your videos. So that might be one reason why you want to do it. But just remember, still, subscribers and watch time you get from those promoted videos, they won't count towards getting monetized. So you need to know that. Another more practical reason for maybe using YouTube promotions is if you're launching a new product, a new service, you're rolling out something new, something that you're selling, say, and you don't really care about YouTube growth for this campaign. You're more concerned with maybe sales, okay? So if you can make an ad video that basically promotes something that you're selling, and if you get a good return, like let's say you go to YouTube promotions, you spend $100, and as a result of the $100 you spend on an ad campaign, you make $200 in sales, then that's a good thing. That's good. You can then probably scale that up as you see success. You know, try $200 next time. If that brings back $400, then try to go up again. That might be best used if you are already monetized, and or just at least know that the more you do that, the less organic traffic you're going to get, the less YouTube is going to be able to be successful at getting you organic traffic. Okay, you may come to rely on YouTube promotions, but maybe that's not a bad thing. Again, if you are able to double your ad spend in sales or profit, more accurately, then do it. Go for it. Then I think it's a good thing. But aside from those two reasons, if you're a small creator, stay away from YouTube promotions. They can really only hurt your channel. All right, so I hope this helped. Sorry, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Rob. If you're new here, welcome. Nice to meet you. And if you're returning, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed this nice foggy morning walk. Can't see anything, really. I can't. That's the ocean over there. Yeah, so that said, I'll see you in another video. Thanks. Bye. Hi. You need to know about YouTube promotions. And in this video, I want to tell you why I think it's Hi. I want to talk to you about YouTube promotions and whether or not I think it's a good idea for new and small creators to use YouTube promotion to have your videos pushed out more. Okay? So, Hi, YouTube promotions. What are they and should you use them? Generally, no. The other thing is any subscribers you get from promoted videos, they don't count either towards the 1,000 that you need. Put them as ads on other videos, so they'll, no, harder than it looks. Good Sunday foggy morning though, by the way, to you. May not be foggy where you are, but it certainly is here. A little chilly too. Maybe I should have brought a sweater. All right, let's try this again. Hi. Hi.